Hello, welcome back. I'm going to be doing a testing video today. I am 10 DPO and I'm going to take a wand flow test, and I also got some clear blue extra sensitive, or not extra sensitive, but the early results ones, the one with the pink dye. So I have two of those to test with this cycle. But for today I'm going to take one of those and a wand flow strip and see what it says for today at 10 DPO. I'm going to try the clear blue first, get that dipped. And I have my Fertility Friend app opened as I get these ready to share what I've written down so far. I ovulated cycle day 15 this month, which is actually pretty later. I've been ovulating between cycle day 13 and cycle day 14 recently. So cycle day 15 is a day late for ovulation, but I guess it varies because sometimes I do ovulate a day earlier. This is just the first time in a while where I have ovulated a day later. And one other thing that was different this cycle was that I had some spotting on cycle day 11. So that was 3 whole days before ovulation. I had some random spotting. So that's definitely new. I have never had that before, spotting before ovulation. Then after ovulation, hold on, this is going through. This cycle after ovulation, I started spotting 3 days after ovulation. I noticed a day of spotting, and then skip a day. I had 2 more days of spotting on cycle day 21 and 22, and then after that nothing at all, no more spotting. So it's been 4 days. Today would be the 4th day in a row where I have not had any type of spotting whatsoever. So that is different about this cycle. That is definitely different. The spotting before ovulation, spotting after ovulation isn't that different, but I am glad that it went away though. So I'm not taking any topical progesterone cream or anything at all, just letting my cycles run through naturally without anything. So that one's going through. So I don't know if the spotting could be a sign of anything good for this month, because it did happen. Let's see, for this month, November, I have spotted on 3 DPO. So that's definitely not really a sign of anything, because nothing can implant as soon as 3 DPO. But 5 DPO and 6 DPO could be implantation. Usually they say implantation happens around 6 DPO. So I don't know, I had those 2 days of spotting and then nothing else ever since then. As for symptoms, let me see, after the spotting, 7 DPO, I had cramping and a dull ache on the left side. I felt very bloated, a little queasy, but not like really nauseous. I think it's just hormones. And a little bit of nausea at nighttime after eating pizza for dinner. And then, so after that, I'm trying to see if I wrote any more symptoms. Yeah, I haven't written anything else besides that one day, and I haven't felt that way anymore. I haven't felt nauseous or bloated, or have not had any cramping either ever since that one day on 8 DPO. No, not 8 DPO. 7 DPO. So as of now, it's 10 DPO and not feeling much, not feeling pregnancy symptoms, but still remaining hopeful because anything can happen. I was remembering back, as you guys know, I had a tubal ligation done in 2013 after having my daughter, and then you fast forward around 2019 is when I had my first pregnancy after my getting my tubes cut and burned. And of course I lost that pregnancy. It was an early miscarriage. But 3 years after that is when I had my second miscarriage. So I've gotten pregnant twice after my tubal ligation. Both have been 3 years apart from each other. And we're heading into 2025 right now. My last loss was in 2022. So that is exactly 3 years. So I'm wondering, I mean, that could have just been a coincidence last time, having them 3 years apart, but I'm wondering if the trend continues, if 2025 is going to be the year that I conceive again, and hopefully the third time is a charm. It's not a loss again, and I will do anything possible for it to not be a loss, whether I'm low in progesterone or getting checked out by the doctor as soon as possible. There's not much that you can do, but I know with my last loss, they did test my progesterone and it was really low prior to my loss, but I think that I was already heading towards a loss, and maybe that's why my hormones had dropped at that point, because I did get a blood panel done with my doctor and got my hormones checked, and my hormones, my progesterone is fine, everything, estrogen is fine on a non-pregnant cycle. So it's just important for me to get everything checked out the next time I do get pregnant, to make sure everything is at the correct levels, and if there is any possible way to prevent another loss, then I will fight for that to be done. But as of now, we just continue to wait. I continue to test for my own safety, and because I'm at risk of an ectopic pregnancy, as you guys know, and because I do feel like I will eventually get pregnant again. And like I said, I want to do anything as early as possible to try to prevent another loss if it is preventable. But everything is in God's hands, in God's plan. And if it's God's will for us to have another child, it will happen. And I believe nothing will be able to stop that. So I'm trusting in God, still testing for my own safety, because if anything went wrong and I had an ectopic pregnancy, that is very dangerous. So I have to get checked out as soon as possible after finding out I am pregnant on any given month. But just wanted to point that out. We're heading towards the 3rd year. I can't believe time has went by so fast. But so I'm like really paying attention to my symptoms and my pregnancy test now, because we're almost at that 3-year mark since my last loss. So I definitely want to catch anything as soon as possible if it is going to happen for me again. So I'm going to give this test. I know the Wanfo is about 5 minutes, not sure on the Clear Blue, but let me give it maybe another 2 minutes. And I'll come back and see the results together and see if there's anything on these for 10 DPO. Alright, I'm going to go for the Clear Blue first. We'll see if this test is showing anything today. I don't think I'm seeing anything, but I'm going to take a closer look myself. Let's check out Wanfo. Here they are again from above. Right before doing the above shot, I took a look at both of them. I'm not seeing anything very obvious, but for some reason they don't look completely stark white negative, and it's very hard to see on camera. So I'm not sure if that could be the beginning of a line. It's like they don't look completely negative, but there's also nothing there that's going to show up on the camera. So I'm not sure. I'm going to also take pictures, but I don't think those are going to help. I'm not sure how sensitive these Clear Blue early results are. I know the Wanfo claims to be pretty sensitive as comparable to first response. Well, I don't know. I'm going to call them negative for 10 DPO because there is nothing of color really standing out to me anyway. This is a busy Thanksgiving week, especially for me, because I am in charge of a lot of desserts for our family plus our customers. So I don't know if I'm going to be doing daily testing, because as we get closer to Thanksgiving, I have so much stuff to do and so much baking to do. But I will see if I can squeeze in some more testing. If I do take any tests off camera, I'll at least save those photos to share with you guys later. But we'll see what happens the rest of this week. 10 DPO, I'm about 4 to 5 days away from my period. So we will see what happens. I'm not going to call today's positive. I'm going to call them negative because I don't see anything very obvious. And I'm also not feeling pregnancy symptoms as of now. So that is my test for today. I took a couple pictures. You can't really see anything on them anyway, but I will see you guys in the next video. I'll keep you updated on what ends up happening this cycle. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.